Hi everyone, welcome to the screencast for the gorgeous Sunday, February 22nd. Loved getting outside a little bit. Hopefully you did too. Schedule for the week. It's a busy week. We have on Tuesday, our PBIS team will be at a PBIS meeting for all the other schools at the same spot as we are. Wednesday, we have a staff meeting on implicit bias, a little bit different there. I'll be leading that. It won't be from OEE. That's changed a bit, so that'll be something I lead on that. On Thursday, we have our math and literacy night, so still opportunities to volunteer if you haven't been able to sign up yet. Friday, we have a rally. We also have a kindergarten breakfast, and we also have the Kids Heart Challenge. Busy day going on there. Conferences, just a quick reminder about that. Please continue to connect with families to try to get them signed up. I've talked to a lot of teachers that have really gone the extra mile to do that. We know that's important, so thank you for your efforts on that. I'll send out a reminder voicemail this Thursday on that too. Attendance, you might remember previous conferences where there's been an attendance sheet that you can share. I'll print off attendance. I think I did that by teacher or grade level. It's a little bit confusing on how that gets done, but we'll get that done so you have the updated attendance information to share with parents. And also, if you are interested in having me attend a conference, make sure that you put that on my conference schedule. I see here I didn't make that into a link yet, but it will be on the Google Slides. A little bit more information on Thursday's Math and Literacy Night. A little shout out to Becky for all your work spearheading that. You can see we have some fun things going on there. If you're able to make it, that would be great. I know our families really enjoy that night. Hey, just want to review a little bit what we talked about at our last staff meeting. We talked a little bit about behavior, but I just want everybody to see this. This is that same slide that I showed you before. It's not perfect, but it does give us some basic information. Obviously, these are the referrals by month. December was down quite a bit. That's also because it's a shorter month. You can see referrals by day. I think that's kind of interesting, as well as by the time of day. One thing that's a little bit confusing, we have resolution types. Quiet room referral obviously is our biggest one. You can see here, notified parent or guardian. We always want to make sure that we're calling home and notifying parents if somebody is sent to the quiet room, but that was just put as a referral on here. So typically it's just a quiet room referral, but just so you see that. Over here, event type, typically it's disruptive, disorderly conduct. The reason is the choices that we have are really geared more towards secondary, but that gives you a little bit idea on that. Also, location. No surprise, kids spending most of the time in the classroom. That's where our biggest number of referrals are coming from. You can also see some of the areas there too. So just wanted to make sure that everybody had that information. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. We also talked a little bit about what are some of the most challenging behavioral issues that we have in the classroom right now. Kind of fun to brainstorm some of those ideas cross grade level just to get some different perspectives on that. We talked about what are some potential interventions when somebody is having a behavioral issue. Proximity, standing by that student, talking quietly with that student, pulling them over to the side, trying to really figure out what the real problem is, if there's something else. Take a break, that's an opportunity too. Buddy room, and we know that there are many others. Always good to think about those, think about what we can be doing to try to decrease those so the kids are learning and so it's not disruptive to other students in the room. Just as a reminder, if you do send somebody to the quiet room, please let Paula know in the quiet room or in the office if she's not there, what is the situation, what's going on, how can we help with that? Because if we're trying to support you, it really is important that we know that. I know that's hard sometimes when there's lots going on in your classroom. Do your best to fill out that behavioral referral form. That just gives us an idea of what's happening. And remember that you need to contact the family. I always think best case, it's a phone call. Some of our families like to be notified by email or something like that. That works too. But I always think the best is by phone. Just a reminder, it's always good to think about how you support that student when that student re-enters the classroom after the quiet room. Are you able to pull that student aside at some point and just welcome them back? check in. That's important too, because we want to rebuild that connection, that relationship as that student re-enters. So not rocket science there. I know we're doing that, but I think it's just always important to remember that too. Finally, PBIS, please remember to reteach those common areas that we've talked about. There's a link to that slideshow. Remember, we're going to be talking a little bit about that at our rally on Friday, so it's important that you've remembered on that. So let me know, or a PBIS member know, if you have any questions on that. Finally, just a reminder, hash 271 learns, hashtag 271 learns, just a reminder on this information. If you have any more questions about that, you can click on the links here. And that is all I have. Have a great rest of the weekend and see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone.